Check it. Microphone, check it. The crowd will wow when the Lords want to wreck it. Oh, hashtag Coachella.
We are talking music. Let's go. This is my guest appearance.
Hi, I'm Joe.
And I'm Lauren.
And we are
the NeuroNerds. Yes, that was on time.
I feel pretty good about that.
NeuroNerds.
So this is on location. I'm at Coachella. My NeuroNerd normal co-host is halfway around the world taking photos in Spain. So I had a very special guest last episode, which was my my significant other, much better significant other, my better half. And this week I have the NeuroNerd music department, Mr. Sleep Deez.
I am here, and Lauren, you better watch out.
So we're gonna talk, I guess, music this episode and travel, because this is my first like real Coachella, I guess. I mean, I was at Coachella a few years ago with like Paul McCartney, but one of my best friend's brothers is his drummer. So we did VIP. It was a very nice, comfortable, relaxing time. I didn't have to hang out like 120-degree weather with a bunch of sweaty, smelly people. So this is like my first like real like Coachella where like my feet hurt, my back hurts, everything sucks. But it's been awesome. It's been amazing. So, I mean, but again, I'm a stroke recoverer and everything overwhelms me. So it's been interesting. I guess that's a word. But I'm not the only one. A lot of people are difficult to be around, right? I'm not the only one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is my first Coachella not working. So I am amongst the people.
The regular people.
I mean, I have on a VIP wristband, but yeah, I hang out on the other side of the fence.
So you're like regular people adjacent. So, you know, we're definitely, we're NeuroNerds over here. You're like NeuroNerd adjacent, not with like the neurological side, but like the nerd side. Like you're a music nerd.
Yeah, I'm an audiophile.
Yeah, everybody's a nerd in their own right, and everybody has like their own thing that they're nerdy about, and yours just so happens to be incredible music.
Of course.
You know, you're like the GOAT 2.0.
plug. Always plug.
So Sleep over here, he's has an amazing song on the radio right now. I don't know if you guys have heard. I'm pretty sure you guys have heard Gert. Yeah, it's definitely not Gert. GOAT 2.0 by Eric Bellinger. This is featuring Wale. It's fire. That is fire. It's almost as hot as it is outside.
Exactly. I am the greatest producer alive to ever be on this podcast.
And he's one of the most humble people I've ever been around.
What I lack in humility, I make up with imperfection.
So this has been an amazing experience. It's been crazy. I got to see. All right, so I'm not the biggest Beyonce fan. Please don't hate me. I think she's amazing, right? But I always go against the status quo most of the time. My favorite basketball player on the Lakers, like great teams, was AC Green. I mean, he was
them virgins.
He was a workhorse and a damn near 40-year-old virgin because Christianity, right?
It had to be.
It had to be.
That locker room was lit.
So like I think Beyonce is amazing. She's great, but she's not like my go-to. Like my highlight, aside of being here with these nerdy people, was seeing Alt J. I'm a big Alt J fan, and that was everything for me. Like I love them. They speak to me. So that was awesome. But then, you know, Beyonce was such a big deal. I actually left 3 songs early to get in line, I guess, to see her because it was a sea of people. And our group got split up, so Sleep went, to scout out an area, and then he just kind of got lost in the sea of people.
Oh, yeah.
So we were way in the back, and I was like, okay, cool. We're like in the back, and this is cool. I can breathe. I don't feel like I'm going to have a panic attack. And then I turn around 2 seconds later, and there's a sea of people behind me. So yeah, it was in a word, overwhelming, and another word, overstimulating. But it was amazing. Bae was crazy. Yeah, I called her Bae.
When did the switch happen? When did Beyonce go from being like, because she was already like killing the game.
Mm-hmm.
But when did she go from that to like now she's like low key died for our sins? So At what point did this happen?
You know, I don't know. I don't know when it happened. It was after Austin Powers for sure. I mean, doing a movie with Mini-Me. Oh, God rest his soul. He just passed away. I mean, doing that is gonna like put you on the map. So, I mean, I remember her in Destiny's Child. Clearly, she was the star. Clearly, like she was the Justin Timberlake of Destiny's Child. You're like, all right, the other two are cool. Like in sync. There was a couple other people, but like she's the star for sure.
You know what? That makes a lot of sense because I felt like Beyonce used to be really safe. And I feel like Justin Timberlake has always played it really safe.
Oh, yeah, he's vanilla.
And the difference is Justin Timberlake still feels really corporate. And Beyonce just woke up one day and said, fuck it. Like, oh, can I cuss on here?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Shit. Let's go.
Yeah, it was weird. Like again, one day she's like in has a giant afro and she's working with Mike Myers. And the next day she's like married to Jay-Z and she's royalty.
She killed it. That was high level.
It was. And I got to see Jay-Z. So Jay-Z came out. This is the second week of Coachella. And Jay-Z was awesome. I'm a big Jay-Z fan, but I think like it was the right time in life for me because I've been listening to 444 like nonstop. And I can appreciate him more. Like if this was like 2 years ago, I'd be like, it would have been wasted on me.
I feel like he just told Blue Ivy to watch the twins real quick. Hold on. I gotta go do something real quick.
Hold on, Papa J, be right back.
Secure the bag alert.
So it was cool. Beyonce came out and like it was so entertaining. Like it was a special moment in music, I think. You know, it was really like seeing the Beatles in their prime.
Yeah,
I would think. Like she's like top tier. And another highlight was I was never a fan of SZA. I don't know if you guys know who SZA is out there. I don't really know what our demographic is. So whoever listened to SZA, I always thought that she had like way too much stuff on her voice. And I was like, man, I want to hear what she sounds like. That's what she sounds like. Like there's no extra stuff on her voice. She just sounds that way, and she put on a hell of a show.
Yeah, she got a crazy tone.
Yeah, I enjoyed the hell out of SZA, so I became a SZA fan. And Beyonce, I'm not part of like what is she called? The Beehive?
The Beehive.
Yeah, I'm not going in the Beehive, but like I think I'll just enjoy her songs more. I'm not gonna like run out and grab like Lemonade and be like, oh, I gotta put that on repeat.
I think you're in the Beehive now. I think the Pink did it.
I'm like, so she had like a bunch of dude dancers, and when I say a bunch, like all dude dancers, which I really think that they had like names. What are they called?
The Bugaboos.
The Bugaboos.
Yeah.
I really think they need to have a Scooby-Doo-esque cartoon show for themselves because they were like little characters, and like she really put on this amazing like Vegas-like show. It was an event, you know, like it was crazy. Like this was an absolute event. I mean, I saw Paul McCartney here at Coachella, and that was like, it was crazy. I actually got to see one of the Beatles, which is, you can't really get bigger than that. But Beyonce just put on a spectacle. I don't use that word very often.
Thank God it wasn't Ringo.
No. Well, I said the Beatles. No. He's a Beatle. Well, yeah.
He's with an asterisk.
He's a Beatle. It's like, yeah. Well, he did sing Octopus's Garden. It's a dope song.
Yeah.
So it's been cool. It's been hot. It's been a lot. It's been very overwhelming and overstimulating. But you know, everybody's been real cool. I've been real, I guess, focused in on just taking it. I feel like a recovering drug addict. I'm just taking it one step at a time. I mean, all your recoverers out there, I think you know what I'm talking about. You know, like things like this, like normal things. Just going to a store sometimes, it's like crazy overwhelming. So let alone you're in a sea of thousands of people screaming for Beyonce. And when I say screaming for Beyonce, I mean screaming.
I'm gonna insert a scream right there.
That's perfect. Like they were losing their damn mind. But I'll tell you, I don't know about you. Like you weren't. Oh yeah, you were split up. You don't know about like. So I gave the story of Pizza Girl. Pizza Girl is like my favorite person now. So we were sitting down, like you know, on the opposite side of where Sleep was, and we're listening. And there's this girl like in front of us to the left, and she has a large pizza in her hand, like the box. Like when I say large, like a large pizza box. And she just had it. And when Beyonce started grooving, she started grooving. And when Beyonce really started getting into it, she really started getting into it. But like with the pizza box, it was amazing.
I feel like that's what Beyonce preaches when you're talking about empowering women. What's more empowering than eating a large pizza, watching Beyonce, and just dancing all off beat?
Did I mention she was Caucasian? What's really funny is one of my favorite things about Beyonce, because every once in a while I'm like, I don't know how likable she is to me. She's very likable because she did an interview and they asked her what her favorite food was, and she straight said bread and butter. And I was like, yeah, Beyonce.
She's a Texas girl.
She is. She was very, I guess, Texasy. I don't know how you say
country
that.
Country girl.
She was very very country. This performance. Not that I've seen a whole bunch. I just didn't know what to expect. I wasn't expecting that.
It's like taking the girl next door and mixing her with Jesus. That's Beyonce.
That's, you know what, I would say that's high praise, but it's not. It's Beyonce, so I get it. But again, I'm not part of the Beehive. I guess I do respect the Beehive though, and the fact that she had her male dancers in like pink onesies. Oh, she's like one of my spirit animals now.
That was great. My feet hurt, my legs hurt. But you know what? It was worth it. It's been a good experience so far.
It was cool. Jorja Smith, I didn't get to see her whole set, but oh my gosh,
that's a fine woman.
She is. She's beautiful inside and out. I don't even know if she's beautiful inside. I never heard her say anything aside of like singing words.
Yeah, I read a cool story about how she was saving all her money working at a Starbucks, and luckily they didn't kick her out. She worked there, but she saved her money at Starbucks to get studio time. And she was, getting her music recorded. And that's how she.
She's not from here, right? She's British.
Yeah, she's from London.
Okay, yeah, she said something. I was like, I don't know that tone.
Yeah, if she hears this, I love you. I want to work with you.
Yes,
I got records for you, so let's make that happen.
Yeah. Google them. It's the realness.
No big deal.
So listeners, Mr. Sleep D, actually, get over here, producer. So I'm bringing back my significant other, and she's gonna scream out the praises of Sleep D's.
Hey guys.
How do you sound like the nerdiest of the NeuroNerds, and like we're like the super nerds?
On my nerd voice.
No, that's just how you talk. Don't let her fool you.
This is Sleep Deez. He's a multi-platinum producer.
Multi-platinum.
Boom.
Oh, man.
Multi-platinum. Worked with the likes of Black Eyed Peas.
Oh, they worked with me.
What else?
I don't know.
Boom.
Selena Gomez.
Boom.
Yeah, she's lovely.
Let's see. The Game.
Game.
And then he has that song "Goat" right now on the radio.
Yeah, that song's fire.
Which we heard at the end of Coachella last night.
How dope was that?
His song was on. It was like the best way to end Coachella.
Yeah, an hour after the show was over, we had to like walk through the sea of people to the cars, and we got to the car, popped it on. Exhausted, tired, beat up, but still amped up and lit because Goat came on the radio.
It did. That was amazing.
See, it was a beautiful moment in time.
It was like I spent all that money on Coachella and I get in the car and hear my money coming back. I love life.
It came around full circle. It's the circle of life. I want to hold you up.
But yeah, I work with a lot of people, but I'm most proud of like the stuff I'm doing now, developing artists, developing Felice Lizay and Shaw Smoke.
Ooh, Shaw Smoke is fire.
I made the music for this podcast. I like to use, my skills to do cool stuff with my friends. That's
yeah, like he's using his years of acquired skills to do amazing things. Like hook us up with a dope intro. So I'm a big fan of Glass Animals. I don't know if you guys know who they are. You should Google them, look them up on YouTube. They're dope. And they had this one song. It was a little bit of cartoony kind of, I don't need like video game type of vibe to it. And I was like, I kind of want that, but not like that. The song was season 2, episode 3. Yeah, that's the song, not the track or anything like that. And he heard it once, and like seriously, like 10 minutes later, we had a dope ass intro. So I'm very thankful to our music department and Mr. Sleep D's.
Booming.
It's booming. So I'm excited. So we're here on the last day of Coachella. Like, who's popping? Oh, we're gonna go see Cardi. So speaking of like neurological issues, I think she might have them.
Oh, we got Eminem.
Oh, that's right.
He's closing out.
So yeah, definitely mental health issues. Don't we all have them? Eminem, I saw Eminem 95, 96. I'm a 90s kid. at like Powerhouse.
Oh,
And I saw everybody. It was the first time that like Dre and Snoop were up on stage again since
you
like their
saw
little
Slim Shady.
I did see some shit. And he almost killed himself. Like he might not be here today if that.
Oh, he almost fell off the. That's on YouTube.
The speakers.
Yeah, when he almost fell off that speaker.
So Eminem, there's these giant speakers, like what, like 2-story speakers, and he climbed on top of it, and like he jumped from one to the other, and they started swaying like they were gonna fall, and then people on the bottom are like holding him up to make sure that he doesn't die. So yeah, so that was interesting. But I became a fan. I guess Powerhouse back then, I became a huge fan of DJ Quick.
Oh yeah,
DJ Quick,
underrated, man. One
of the greatest, like live. That was amazing, and I was super disappointed in Bone Thugs and Harmony.
They didn't do good?
No.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my God. They were so stoned. It was a problem. So they came up and they were like, like, I'm not kidding. They were just making noises. So when I don't know all the words to a song, I know the tones. So like, I'll just be like, and that's what they were doing. It was a problem.
Yeah, we brought them to Bakersfield one time. They killed it.
It was, wait, which one? Crazy Bone. That's the one with all the bass in his voice, right? Yeah, he was blitzed.
Oh man.
yeah. And if he was going to Bakersfield, I understand why. So Sleeps from Bakersfield, so I make fun of him all the time.
Shouts out to Bakersfield, man. 661.
Hangs out with the dirt people.
Formerly 805.
And currently Meth Town, USA. No, I'm just kidding.
I know nothing about that.
It's interesting. Home is where the heart is. So, you know, my home is I don't know, wherever I go. Yeah. Like right now, this is home.
This is home. We're at my mom's vacation house in Palm Desert.
And it's beautiful. Breakfast was shout out to Miss Jackie.
Man, she's wonderful.
The breakfast was in a word, stunning. It was up there with Beyonce. Like if I had to choose, you're gonna go see Beyonce on stage or have one of Miss Jackie's breakfasts, I'm like, oh man, I gotta think. I gotta weigh this out.
If it was the dinner, I would probably take the dinner because my mom, the jerk chicken.
Now I'm salivating, and apparently we're gonna have some fried chicken before we head out to start see some of these bands.
I'm gonna eat that fried chicken, go to sleep in the grass.
you're gonna wake up sunburned.
And it's also, it's my grandma's birthday this weekend.
Is it really?
And she has Alzheimer's, so we can tie that in.
That's
not a TBI though, right?
No,
it's a neurological issue.
Yeah.
So yeah, we all have neurological issues ourselves. Me, or like we have somebody in our family, a friend who has these issues. Dementia's that's terrible. My grandmother had dementia, and it was horrible. She wasn't the nicest person in the world. I'm just gonna be honest. She was really mean to my mom. She was super abusive when my mom was younger. And again, no matter what, your mother's your mother. Like you love her no matter how horrible they are to you as a child. And my mom, even though my grandmother was terrible to her like her whole life, it broke her heart when she saw her. She came down to live with my aunt. And my mom saw her and she said, I want you to meet, your granddaughter, my little sister. And she was like, oh, I don't have a granddaughter.
Yeah.
And it was just like this it was mean though, the way she was saying it. And like, I'd like to chalk it up to it's just the dementia, but she was a really nasty old woman.
Nah, it makes it rough. My dad passed 8 years ago and my grandma's still alive, but it feels like she passed before that.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's not, she doesn't remember things and stuff like that. So it's a.
Has it stayed steady or has it progressively gotten worse?
It's progressive. It's always gets worse.
Mm-hmm.
Or to my knowledge, it always gets worse. But one cool thing about her having it is whenever she hears music, she literally gets up and starts dancing.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Anytime a song comes on, because the thing that happens with Alzheimer's is it's not actually the Alzheimer's that kills you, it's the effects from it.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes you sleep a lot, or you don't move, so you don't have your blood circulating. So with her, every time she's watching TV, a commercial comes on. If it's 70s soul or something like that, or some 80s music, she gets up and just starts dancing.
Yeah.
So she's getting her blood circulated because of music. And so
how beautiful
she's had
is music?
It, for about 15 years.
Oh wow.
Since we've known. And so yeah, she just turned 86 the day before yesterday. So
wow,
yeah,
that's a long time to have it, because you're here but you're not here. You're not 100% cognizant. I mean, I know about that. I was like that for like a year.
Oh,
not with Alzheimer's, just with my memory loss. Yeah, that's crazy. But music is a beautiful thing. I mean, that's why this is so special, being out here with like You jerks. Is such a beautiful time.
Something that reminded me of when we were in the hospital,
Mm-hmm.
and our friend John Lick came in and played that Vance.
Oh, that's
Vance Joy's
right.
playing.
Oh, Vance Joy is playing. So, John Licht is he's just one of my favorite people. Super talented little dude. I don't say little dude like he's a little dude, but he's a little dude. At John Licht Music, I think on Instagram, and like he's just a beautiful dude. Like, and he sings a cover of Riptide that when he sings it, it just brings me so much joy. And when, apparently, I don't remember this, but I was like early on in the hospital, and he came down with his little ukulele. I'm not saying little ukulele because he's little. He actually had a little ukulele, and he serenaded me and he sang the song. Did I react well?
So that's what I was going to say with the power of music. Like, you weren't remembering anything. You had left side neglect.
Right.
You were singing along.
Oh, singing! That's crazy.
That's great.
You remember us sometimes.
Oh.
Remember he was singing the lyrics while he was still in ICU, while you still had the shunt in, and it was the pressure was releasing.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I don't remember that. So like I had left side neglect, and that's when, your brain is a little weird. I didn't acknowledge that I had a left side, which is weird. I don't even know how like the brain works, but I couldn't remember my left side, but I remember the lyrics to Riptide, which is awesome. So Vance Joy is playing. Hopefully I get to hear that live, but if not, it's cool. But music is such a beautiful thing. To me, it's the soundtrack of life. Like no matter what you're doing, it's something amazing, something terrible, you'll hear a song, it'll bring you right back to that moment, and hopefully most of the time it's a beautiful moment,
Right.
Like there's certain songs where it's just like, oh yeah, I remember that. Oh, that was before like this basketball game in like 8th grade. That's what we came out to the court in. Or, oh man, that's when I met this chick at a club and she asked me to dance and she was way out of my league, which I know, hard to believe. But yeah, music is such a beautiful thing. It's such a healing thing. And if you look at the crowds here at like Coachella, it's so weird. Like the different types of people. Like there's people from like it's a melting pot, and every
really cool.
age, every race, every creed, color. It's crazy. It is the music that binds us. That's what I think is beautiful about you creators.
Yeah, that's one of the cool things about music in this day and age in general is that it's kind of become genreless. Like
Yes.
you get a lot of the sounds getting mixed in, and so you can have things like this. Last time I was here was probably, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago, and I met this girl and we were just talking, and she was like, "Who are you here to see?" And I was like, "Pusha T and the Lumineers," and she was like, "Me too."
That's
And so we ended up hanging out for like 2 days. Shouts out to that girl.
you know who you are. Pusha T
and the
Lumineers. That is so random.
I had to get my fix of dope music, and whatever it is the Lumineers do is they had that song.
Oh, Ophelia, you've been on my mind, girl, since. Wait, can I sing that? I don't know if like
stop at 6 words.
Yeah, 6 words, cool. Yeah.
Shouts out to the Lumineers. I just gave y'all a nice little plug. I work with you guys too. Hit me up.
His music style knows no bounds.
No bounds. Like this podcast. Cool thing about it, when I posted it, and just telling my following to go check it out.
Much appreciated.
Someone hit me up and they just started talking to me about, their brother who had an accident on a motorcycle, and he had something to where he would think he was speaking like a normal conversation, but he was saying the wrong words. Something happened with him. He's better now, but for like, I guess 2 weeks, anytime he would try to speak, he would just say like apple bed lamp, but he was thinking he was having a normal conversation.
That's so weird. So the brain, especially with me, it's so weird because it plays tricks on you. I feel like a Ghetto Boys. My mind's playing tricks on me. That was 6 words, right? I could do that. Yeah, it's crazy. I hate to use the word crazy. I go to therapy, and my therapist always kind of yells at me for using the word crazy. But it makes you feel crazy where you can't trust your own brain. There's this comedian girl in New York. I'm a huge fan of hers, and hopefully I'm going to get her to co-host one of these shows. Mimi Hayes. She's amazing. And she talked about, she had a hemorrhage in her brain and she had issues. And she talked about like hiding things from herself. She was like, she hid her watch under a bed for like some reason. She couldn't find it for all day. So yeah, like your mind plays tricks on you. I misplaced my Apple Watch about 2 weeks ago, and I'm still looking for it. I don't know where I put it.
I didn't hide it. I promise.
It's not lost, it's misplaced, and I have to kind of retrace my steps. It's a little frustrating. And then also sometimes, so I get like these dissociative events where like I kind of shut down a little bit. So I look like a crazy person. See, I said crazy again. I say it all the time. I don't mean it like I'm crazy, but I feel crazy. So I'll just kind of like, it's like daydreaming. So like when you were in class and you were just like thinking, drifting off somewhere and your teacher's like, student, pay attention. It's kind of like that. Like my mind goes somewhere else. So loud noises, lights, overstimulation, and I kind of disassociate sometimes. And I thought I was doing amazing. I think I got into this whole reverting thing. I felt like I was reverting last time because there was like, we were at some place and like there was like this big boom or some bang and something like that. And then I kind of freaked out for a second. And then I was like, oh, I handled that pretty well. I just moved on. The reality was I didn't handle it as well as I thought. Apparently, like I went disassociative for a few seconds, maybe about 10, 15 seconds. And Felice had to like, Joe, are you okay? Are you back? And I have no memory of that. That's where I feel like a little crazy. Like, I'm not all the way back yet. I'm doing amazing. Joe 2.0 is killing it.
Killing it.
Like Goat 2.0. Killing it. See what I did there?
Always plug.
Well, which is cool. But yeah, the mind is weird. It's a computer, sometimes the wires get crossed. There was somebody who reached out to me recently. She had a stroke. Oh my gosh, maybe about 3 months ago. Mm-hmm. And she forgot how to swallow. Oh, man. She had to relearn. And this is crazy. Like not crazy, but like she had to relearn how to see. Like, I don't even know how to go about that, wow. I'm relearning, I guess, how to type differently because I have tremors in my right hand. That's one of the things that just won't go away like post-stroke, but like I'm working through it. I can only imagine, like I feel super blessed that I'm doing this well, cognitively and like physically and mentally, like I'm doing really well. But like to all you people out there that are struggling really, really bad, hey, keep pushing through, I didn't acknowledge I had a left side for a while. When I got out of the hospital, my first week home, I fell like 10 times. So yeah, also like, not having stuff on the floor, that helps. Organization is really important for recovery and survival.
Not to plug, because we're not sponsored by them or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Your Beats headphones.
Oh yeah. So I have this thing where overstimulation, it's a lot, it's just everything. I live on 10, kind of like Kendrick, but like everything is on 10 constantly. There's no dip in my day. There's so much coming at me all the time that I have these Beats headphones, the wireless ones that, Felice got me for Christmas. It's the best Christmas gift ever because the sound is amazing, but I use them to block out just sound. I normally have them in my ears, not listening to anything, but just blocking out all the background noise. So kind of all I hear is just like the really deep monotone things that are happening like right in front of me. It's helped. I've had them on this entire Coachella trip. And I think people are looking at me like I'm a weirdo listening to music at Coachella through my headphones, but I'm not. It's actually balancing me out and helping me like, be able to function like a normal human being. I do quote on like normal.
He's doing air quotes, guys, just so you know.
I'm attenuating. I have never used that word in my life.
Engineer gang.
Yeah, in engineer nerds. I'm out nerded right now. I'm musically out nerded because Sleep, as cool as he is, he's super music nerd. And my girlfriend, you heard her last podcast. She's just a nerd. Incredibly talented nerd, but nerd nonetheless. But yeah, this has been an amazing experience. I mean, anytime you can hang out with your people and go anywhere and do anything in close quarters for a few days, it's going to be fun. So I knew I was going to have fun no matter what. But, I've had amazing food by, Mama Sleep. I've had an amazing experience watching these bands, just seeing like the visuals. The visuals here are actually pretty cool. It's really an experience.
Dope. Yeah.
Like all J's. Oh my gosh. Like
you might get a stroke from looking at it.
Yeah, like I couldn't watch Alt J like the first few months getting out of the hospital because I was a seizure risk. I don't do drugs, but I felt like I was doing drugs watching their show. Like their light show was crazy.
Yeah, I wish I would have got to see it.
It was a lot. I try to record something, but it just looks like flashes on my phone. I don't have it like that. And then the fireworks show at the end of the Beyonce concert. I don't think there were actually fireworks. I think that just happens anytime she finishes anything.
Remember, she cut out the power at the Super Bowl.
That's right.
Yeah.
She's electric. She did cut out the power of the Super Bowl.
49ers, yeah, we almost had that one.
Yeah, see, are you blaming Beyonce?
No, we were getting killed, and her power outage helped us come back. So she did that.
You know what? Oh, that's
Yeah.
funny. For a second, I forgot about that. I'm gonna chalk it up to brain function. That's when Kaepernick refused to run. Yeah,
Yeah, he was.
I remember because leading into then they were saying, "Oh, well, he's just a running quarterback," and I thought that he went out of his way to be a throwing quarterback when he had several lanes.
There was a couple of those throws, man. I love Randy Moss to death, but he alligator armed it across the middle. He did not stretch out to get that pass.
He was pushing 40.
Randy Moss can go play right now.
He could. He go play right now and be like your fourth down receiver,
Right?
or your third down guy.
Exactly.
But yeah, this has been awesome. I've been super appreciative of my people being here with me. The fact that we dragged the microphones and the stands and the equipment down here so I can like record this is pretty cool.
Yeah, we can do this anywhere, man.
Yeah, we're gonna find interesting, strange places to take this. Maybe we'll do it like a rodeo. Have you ever been to a rodeo?
I've been to the Black Rodeo.
I don't even know what that is.
They have Google it. It's
really?
Amazing. Yeah, it's all black cowboys, and it's a.
Oh man, so it's like the Dallas Cowboy.
This happened in Bakersfield too, by the way.
That's
Black Rodeo, yeah.
Oddly, is it Darius Rucker?
He's not from Bakersfield, no. we can't claim him. We got Merle Haggard and Buck Owens created the Bakersfield.
Buck Owens sounds like a guy who would definitely be in a rodeo. You know what I mean? And that would have like a big ass Bakersfield belt buckle and like a 10-gallon hat. And now probably 11-gallon hat. He seems like he'd up the game.
Who's your favorite performances from Coachella?
Man, Coachella for me, everyone has been dope. Like I hate to say that, everyone's been amazing. I Beyonce, of course, she's Beyonce.
She doesn't count.
She doesn't.
You can't that's crazy.
Yeah.
Belly.
Belly was
the
dope.
rapper that signed to EXO, and he signed to The Weeknd and to Rock Nation to Jay-Z.
That guy put on. He was so energetic.
I didn't think. Yeah, he was goofy. Yeah, that was a good show. Like that was a good solid show. It made me want to check out his music.
It made me want to emulate his dance moves. If I was 30 pounds heavier, which I was pre-stroke, I'd be able to do some of those belly grinding moves.
Yeah, he was up there having a good time. Somebody else that I liked.
It was good all the way through. I'll tell you, like Beyonce is like McDonald's fries. Like they're the best. You have to go, what's the second best?
Oh, I was excited to see The Weeknd.
The Weeknd was good.
Big fan of The Weeknd's music, and I went to one of his early shows, and I could see the difference. Like he's worked a lot on his live performances, and he knows where he can really kill it live, and he knows where he can like take a step back and let the crowd help.
Yeah,
which is important for a singer to know. It
was really weird because since he cut that weird hair thing that he had happening, he looks so much like Anthony Anderson now. So I just kept on looking up and just seeing like episodes of Blackish. It was weird. It didn't pull me too far out, but it pulled me out a little bit. I was just stuck for a hot minute.
I think Weeknd looks more like Patty Mills from
he
San
does.
Antonio Spurs.
He kind of looks like Fat Patty Mills.
He slimmed down.
He did, but he's still chubby. He's like a pint-sized chubby guy.
He's like me. He's gonna have that chubby cheeks no matter what. I can get anorexic. I'm still gonna have the chubby cheeks.
You would just look like a bobblehead. so he
goals.
Yeah. Weeknd, I was super impressed with. I like The Weeknd. I wouldn't say I love The Weeknd, but like live, I'd watch him all day, every day. Like he commanded the stage, which was great. And I started thinking, just like based on his performance and just like the kids that were just like feeling him, he's like this generation's like Stevie Wonder, Michael Jackson. Like he's gonna withstand the test of time. He's gonna be around. Because that dude is talented.
Yeah. And he's got a grassroots following. He made sure that he made music for a core. And then even as he got bigger, he's one of the biggest artists in the world. And then 2 weeks ago, he puts out an EP that's like his old stuff.
It's keeping the original fans, making them happy.
That's what's cool about music right now. You can make music that's for a niche market or niche market.
Right.
You don't have to make it actually makes you stand out more. Like Beyonce is a great example. She's like, now I'm just gonna make music like I want to make it. I'm not gonna worry about whether it's fitting a certain.
Yeah. Enough of this. Well, you do pop, so you have to do pop. You do rap, so you can't do rock. It's like, nah, man. Like we can do it all.
I mean, that was embarrassing. It was about 6-7 years ago when all of the radio sounded exactly one way.
Yeah,
and you had artists like Neo and Usher and Chris Brown having to make records like the big EDM records just to get
on air
radio play.
Yeah,
I mean, they probably the songs did well and they probably enjoyed the process, but you can kind of tell some of it was a bit contrived.
It's like, this is hot, do this. You know what it reminded me of? That reminded me of like back in the day when like gangster rap hit, and then you had Hammer mobbing around being a gangster. I'm sorry, MC Hammer. He turned to Hammer because Hammer is harder than MC Hammer, and he did like Pumps and a Bump, and he was like mobbing around a G-string, which was really weird. You know what I'm talking? That was just weird. And then he had It's All Good.
When we leave out of here, make fun of my mom for liking that Pumps and a Bump video. I remember that.
Well, she,
memory.
Even thinking about it right now, I'm blushing.
I need to block that part out. I need my brain to help me save me from myself.
I gotta get a still photo from that video and make a T-shirt out of it. It was a lot. Hammer was just showing his hammer, if you know what I'm saying. It was a lot. It was cool. But yeah, The Weeknd is The Weeknd is the future. The Weeknd was great. Beyonce was everything I thought it was gonna be. It was. Like when you think about, this is going to be amazing. And like, it was everything that I thought it was going to be. Kind of like how I'm thinking Avengers Infinity War. I think it's just going to be epic on every scale. I think that's how this concert was. I was like, man, it's going to be great. And it was.
She's the greatest living entertainer that we have.
I agree with that wholeheartedly. And I say this not as a Beyonce hater, but I'm not the biggest Beyonce guy. I'm not. But I give respect where respect is due. And she is the Michael Jordan of what she does. Don't say Kobe Bryant, because she's the best, not second best.
We'll save that for another. You know what's second best? It was the gift that Felice got you, the Beats. I just want to say that. Those
second
best, because I bought you guys an Apple TV 4K for Christmas,
and it has been, it has been. Oh my! You don't know the joy of speaking and then having what you just said be on TV. No awkward buttons. You just talk.
But
the future is now.
But you know what's crazy about those beats? I got that for you thinking, okay, he needs some really nice earbuds.
Not knowing that I would use them the way that I'm using them.
He uses them like when we went to Thailand. We all went to Thailand.
Oh yeah, we all went to Thailand together. First time I traveled abroad.
I do the exact same thing with mine all the time.
Put them in
because I hear really, really well.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's like too much. It's like, in Daredevil when he's like hearing all the stuff going on. I hear like too much stuff happening, and so I just need to put them in my ears because I need to I gotta cut it down.
Yeah, not too unlike Darius from Atlanta. I feel everything. So it's crazy. Another shout out to my comedian friend Mimi Hayes. I saw a picture that she posted, and she was like at a Subway. Not like the sandwich place, but like the trains, New York trains. And she just had her headphones in. And she said, I think that she didn't have any music playing. She's just using it to block out like a lot of the sounds. I was like, oh my gosh, I do the exact same thing. I think there's a lot of people out there that do the same. Or if you don't and you feel almost overstimulated in public, or just the sound is just too much, or you just need to focus in, just get a pair of like earbuds and pop them in. It's very, very helpful. That's my little tip and trick for neurological issues and recovery. I don't really have any other tips or tricks aside of meditate every day. I'm at 618 days, 22. So I'm at 600 plus days.
That's a good tip.
Yeah, I'm killing it. 10 minutes a day. Headspace. Come sponsor our show.
Stay away from bad food.
Yeah,
it has a lot to do with your mental.
It's so difficult. So like eating it's a big deal. I'm not saying eat like a rabbit, but I'm not saying not eat like a rabbit. I think there's a balance. You can have like cheat meals. This weekend I've had, I've eaten like I'm eating out, but I'm not going out and say, oh, I'm gonna eat this McDonald's thing like I used to eat.
Bratwurst.
I'm proud, less proud post-stroke. Pre-stroke, I was super proud that I actually ate a McDonald's McBratwurst. I've had a McDouble chili cheeseburger. I've had McPizza. I was a big McFan, and it almost McKilled me.
It almost did that. I did take you guys to go have chicken wings at a McDonald's. Yeah, you guys don't know that about that.
Yeah, but you guys don't know. Unless you travel abroad, you really don't understand. McDonald's overseas is fuego. It is so good. So yeah, you gotta get the, so I got chicken wings from McDonald's. They're like the big wings. I think they had them down here, but they didn't really sell well. When you get them, we got them in Thailand. It was in Thailand, right? So we got them in Thailand. It was real chicken. It was delicious.
Chicken wings.
It was just like a really good just order of chicken wings. I was so happy because I was a little weirded out. I was like, I don't know how I feel about it because it's like bone in. It's not like the boneless ones, which are just like not real chicken anyway. It's like a chicken like paste substance, but this was like real chicken. It was dope as hell. Not that I would do that every single day. I used to do that every single day, but again, I almost died. Just like everything, be good in moderation. Like if you're gonna have a beer, have a beer. If you're gonna have a few beers, have a few beers once every couple weeks.
And if you're gonna have heroin, don't.
So don't do drugs, people. I always joke about heroin. I don't know why. I have a morbid sense of humor. I just think it's funny. I actually thought about it all the way through. Not one good story has ever started with, all right, guys, so it's like a Friday night. We're hanging out. Broke out the heroin. Like nothing ever good. Like there's stories where it's like, all right, so we got like a 12-pack of beer and then we did this and went to the beach. And it's like, oh, okay. It's like a story. Oh man. So we went and like, we got a joint and then we did this and we ate that and then we fell asleep. Like it was like these stories happen. I've never done drugs, but like some of my friends have done drugs. Most of my friends are in the music industry. Obviously they do drugs and they're entertainers.
The regular kind.
So, yeah. So then my actor or actress friends, it was like, oh yeah. So then, and then I did coke. I would never do it again, but I did this and I did that. And like, it was a weird story, but it was like, okay, you're alive. Your heart didn't explode. That's cool. Not one amazing story has ever started with, so I did heroin. Like, I don't understand how it's still like a thing. It's like a problem.
Super problem.
You know what I mean? Like, I just don't get it.
And for those that don't want to have a stroke,
Mm-hmm.
those sort of drugs.
That's
right. When you were in the hospital, he does cocaine, does he do cocaine?
Yeah. So my idiot sense of humor almost got me like, I don't know. So like,
we talked about it a bit last time.
When Felice was on, I just kept on joking about cocaine and hookers. And they're like, no, seriously, does he do cocaine? Because if we give him this, it'll like kill him. And she's like, no, he doesn't do cocaine. He's just an idiot.
That's a big reason not
Yeah.
to do cocaine.
Yeah. So anybody out there,
Strokes can be caused by that.
don't do drugs. Drugs are bad. They are.
Drugs are bad, okay?
Okay. But yeah, I'm super excited to be here. I'm super excited on this final day of Coachella. I'm not really looking forward to like the drive home. It's so far away and it's so hot. Wait, who are we going to see first?
We're gonna leave. Oh wait, you talking about going home?
Yeah.
About 2 hours. We're leaving after because we're lucky enough to have a house out here.
That's very true.
So we can leave after the herd.
Yeah, and we don't have to worry about camping and hanging out with all these smelly, stinky people. I'll say it in a word, ripe.
Ripe.
Everyone.
I was proud to see the line for the showers last night though, because I thought that these kids were just gonna be out here and be dirty.
Oh yeah. They'd be the dusty, gross kids.
The guys' line was significantly shorter than the women's line.
That is true. The women's line was twice as long as the guys' line for the shower.
Yeah,
because like I say, this as dudes, we're not the cleanest people.
The women are killing it, man. Just in general.
Guys, stop being gross. Let's catch up to these ladies.
Wash your ass.
It's turned into a Martin skit. So I am so happy that I could have my NeuroNerd adjacent buddy Sleep, our music department at Sleep Vision.
There we go. At Sleep Vision.
At Sleep Vision for anybody who wants to follow Sleep. You should. He's one of the most entertaining people on Twitter. I don't tweet, but I've read several of his tweets and I'm like, man, I think I should tweet more. I get yelled at all the time for not tweeting by my producer.
Sometimes
who's staring at me right now, giving me the evil eyes.
Sometimes I predict the future on my Twitter, and this is facts.
You're like the Simpsons.
It's at Sleep Deez, Deez. But what did I just tweet? We talked about it. Oh, I said that the Pelicans showed up for the playoffs and they didn't have haircuts.
They came
And I
in
said,
hungry.
This is gonna be a problem for the Trailblazers, and they came in with no haircuts in the back. No, they just said, "Oh, we about to play."
They look peasy and dirty, and the Blazers look clean cut and sharp.
Drew Holiday with a J.
Oof, he was vicious.
You know, my mom kind of spelled my name a little weird too, so I mess with Drew Holiday.
Yeah,
I like
his
that.
his real name isn't Sleep, which is funny. You want to tell people your real name?
Yeah. Wait, do the IRS listen?
No,
No, I paid my taxes. I saw it. I saw
He's
the
in the
payment
clear.
come out. That shit hurt too.
So his real name
Derek.
is Derek.
Deryk.
Yeah. Well, if you didn't know, Sleep's black.
What gave it away? Wait, did you just black friend me? Did you say like did you do that to show that you're not racist? Like I have a black friend. I mean, everybody knows you have like 30.
I have. I think honestly, I think all my friends are black. I think I might be like reverse racist. I don't have any other ethnic friends, and my girlfriend's half black.
Yeah,
I'm Puerto Rican. That means like I got some black in me. If you guys don't know what Puerto Ricans are, like the Spaniards came in, raped the slaves, and spit out Puerto Ricans. I guess that's like the best way to describe it, right?
That's accurate.
Yeah.
Very
The
accurate,
Tainos. Shouts out to the Tainos.
That might actually be our
actually.
intro.
Y'all got did dirty.
That actually should be the intro. So the Spaniards raped the slaves, spit out me. Welcome to NeuroNerds.
That is the perfect clickbait. We got the click title. We're gonna leave that for that. Yeah.
Yeah. So in closing on this last day of Coachella, I'm pretty excited to see Vance Joy. I think only because like the emotional attachment I have to Riptide, even though at John Licht Music, even though his cover of it is Bay, not unlike Beyonce or Tom Hardy. His interpretation is Bay. So I'm excited about. Oh, and I'm super excited about Cardi.
Yeah.
Like there's something wrong with Cardi. Talk about like neurological issues. She has them. You know, I don't know from what, but she is everything. I love Cardi B. I'm a huge fan. And if she doesn't sing Drip Drip, I'm out.
Oh, she's doing it. She's doing that.
And the Migos are here, right?
They're at 9:30. Yep.
Yeah, you know, I want to be amigos with the Migos. I do. I could be like off center,
off.
right? Off.
Center.
I could be off to the side.
Got Offset. You got Takeoff.
I wanna see
You got Quavo.
eBay.
I think Joso. I think that just works.
Joso. Hey, Joso. See, look, I'm the fourth Migo. We're all amigos.
Yeah.
What would you be, Fel? You would be like fell off. No. Yeah, fell off. There it is. She was on, but then she fell off. See what I did there? Cookie. Who else is performing? Who am I missing?
I want to see eBay.
I don't know who that
It's
is.
these Cuban twins that are the daughters of one of the guys who was in the Orishas.
Oh, the Orishas are dope.
That I really liked growing up.
Who else is tonight?
And then Eminem.
Oh, Eminem. That's right.
Eminem. You know what? So I guess tonight for me, with the people you guys now, I'm just going in with no expectations.
Yeah.
Because you know, it's like I'm not super excited about any of them. Like
I'm
that,
going in
but
with all
we'll see.
expectations. It's all downhill from here.
But shouts out to Cardi for performing 6 months pregnant.
Ooh, she might. There's a good chance she might spit out a kid on stage. So
The way
I'm
she dances.
I think that he's gonna come out rapping.
the kid's gonna come out ready to go. But Cardi. So I'm super excited to be here. This is gonna. I don't know. We're probably gonna release this like next Monday, like right after Coachella ends.
No need to say that.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah. I'm saying it anyway. So it's gonna release when it releases.
It's a pleasure being on
Follow
here,
us.
guys.
Yeah, definitely. If you want to follow our music department over here, it's at Sleep Vision on Instagram, at Sleep Deez, Deez on Twitter. I don't know about Facebook or anything else. I don't do any of this stuff. I don't do Snapchat. I'm in a relationship. I don't do Snapchat.
My thing is, you guys just find me if you find me. If you don't, then it's cool. My music will be here long after I'm not. So go listen.
I'm eternal. I'll be here this whole time and tell you about them.
I'm omnipresent.
Follow me at the NeuroNerds everywhere, at Joso Rocks. Any of the survivors out there, I have a section on my blog, thejosorocks.com. At josorocks.com, the Uso Rock section. And it's for, survivors to tell their stories. I post it up. It helps you guys get your story out there, and it helps some others out there who can read what you're going through and, understand, hey, you're not alone. You're not. The NeuroNerds are here to help. Join the You So Rocks Facebook group that we're putting together. As soon as Coachella's over, I'll be much more engaged with that, because I haven't been, but it's post-stroke. It's very hard to multitask, so it's like one thing at a time.
He's gonna more tweets coming from Joe So Rocks.
More tweets, because if not, I'm gonna get yelled at by my editing department and my producer and the music department, who's yelling based on my producer, because she's gonna yell at him to yell at me to tweet. So definitely. And if you guys want to like help me tweet, please feel free, reach out. I don't really know what to say, so. I do know what to say, but most of it's like really inappropriate.
Do it.
No. I try to be inappropriate, and my producer yells at me. So I'll try to bring it like as PG-13.
How are you guys gonna end the episode together?
What, like a super fist bump?
Yeah.
I think we're just gonna say NeuroNerds out. No, I don't know.
That's how you meant it.
I don't remember. Like, normally I have Lauren here just like talking, being nerdy, and like
NeuroNerds out.
We're gonna end it with like a slight remix of the intro.
Wicka.
Ooh. Just gonna drop something on you guys.
What?
Oh, shoot.
Did you hear that noise I made? That was genuine. I'm pretty excited. Oh man.
NeuroNerds
So
remix.
after Joe says his outro, just have me go 5, 4, 3, 2, and then the new song is gonna drop.
Boom. Oh my God. We're releasing some napalm right now. That's how hot this shit is gonna be. So the NeuroNerds are here to help. I am so thankful to have this man over here to my right. You guys can't see it, but he's to my right. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the music that he made for us. This has all been fun. This has all been great, and it's been even more fun and even greater because I have great people around me. So I appreciate you. I appreciate Felice Lizzie for doing what she does. I appreciate my NeuroNerd co-host, who is here in spirit, at Lauren L. Manzano, everywhere.
That's right, Lauren. Live your best life out there.
Yeah,
Eat all the bread.
Eat all the
paella.
all the paella, all the bread, drink all the coffee, and then bring your NeuroNerd butt back here so we can get back on track. But enjoy yourself over there, and I have some crazy co-hosts in the meantime. They're gunning for your spots.
Peace, y'all.
So again, the NeuroNerds are here to help. We love y'all. Keep pushing forward. Follow us at the NeuroNerds, at Joe So Rocks. Never give. I feel like Kevin Garnett. Anything is possible.
We'll put the anything is possible at the end of the countdown. 5, 4,
3, 2.
Anything is possible.
Anything is possible. Talking music. Ready to go.
NeuroNerds.